With that down, let's get things started with this, shall we? There's a new horror movie coming out called Until Dawn that is based on a video game that I admittedly have never played. I've never played Until Dawn. I can't remember if either of you guys.
I did play a little bit of it.
You did play a little
bit of it, and then I got scared. So no. So because man, I'm by myself. I don't do horror games, but I tried that one out because it had Hayden I can't.
Panettiere from Heroes, yeah.
She was and I think Rami Malek was in that too.
Oh, you're right.
So I saw the whole cat right there got me. But then the horror started, and then I just stopped. I ended up going on to YouTube and just watching someone else play it. I can't play it myself. The vibrations and stuff freak me out. But I did go on YouTube and watch someone play it. It's a very, very unique game. Probably the first of its kind. I've never seen anything like it.
Right. So they're turning it into a movie, and it's coming out. Now, the first trailer came out, and I thought it was all right. The second trailer, I thought was much more effective. And there is an eternal lesson that many movies will try to pass on wisdom. The artists who make movies try to pass on wisdom to the audience. This movie is no different because in the trailer, they teach us a valuable lesson. Always listen to the old man at the gas station.
They didn't in Texas Chainsaw.
They didn't.
Look what happened.
They never listen.
Literally, the guy at the gas station said, y'all shouldn't go down that road.
Freaking Gus, man.
They never, ever listen.
Listen to Gus.
And when the old man at the gas station says, there's a house up that road you don't want to be going to, what do? They go anyway, right?
Also, this barbecue is human meat.
So guys, always listen to the old man at the gas station. So the trailers were interesting. Well, now the first reactions, they have started screening the movie, and the first reactions are coming out. And there's two things. One, a lot of them are saying it does take a departure from, like, it's clearly based on the game.
Sure.
But they say it clearly does take a departure from the game. They're all basically saying that. But the second thing they're all saying is that it's great. Let's go over and take a look at some of them. Courtney Howard wrote, Until Dawn is one of the most delightfully ingenious horror films of the year. Doubling as a love letter to the genre, it slays all day, or rather all night long. Thrills and kills galore. A crowd pleaser with well-crafted scares, sneaking in some sincerity through the back door. Amy West wrote, if you're open to it deviating from the game, which I think is going to be hard for some people, but if you're open to it deviating from the game, you're in for a great time with Until Dawn. Premise is super fun with a likable ensemble cast and tons of surprises, gags, and gnarly gore. Feels like a 2000s horror movie in the best way. I didn't want it to end. Jeff Ewing writes, I had a blast with Until Dawn. It plays a little fast and loose with the lore, but so much care is paid to the scares and kills, keeping them fresh and novel. Strong cast performances, slightly nostalgic, teens in trouble vibes, solid VFX. Pony Smasher, which is David S. Sandberg, who directed it, who of course directed the amazing Lights Out.
Right.
I love that. And then he went on to direct Shazam, which I really loved.
I never personally got past the YouTube version of Lights Out, so.
Oh, you didn't see the full version he made?
No.
So, interesting thing. For those of you who don't know this little bit of trivia, so David made this little short film on YouTube called Lights Out.
Which I liked. I made that sound like I didn't like it. I
think it is the best short horror film ever put on YouTube.
Yeah, it's pretty stinking good.
And so the studios liked it and said, how would you like to turn that little short 3-minute video into a full-length feature film? Which I'm like, I don't know how on earth they're going to do that.
Oh, Pornhub does it all the time.
Pornhub once again sets the standard, sets the bar. But somehow he took that little 3-minute movie he made and turned it into a full-length feature film. And it was great. I really enjoyed it. So anyway, now he's returning to horror again, and people seem to be liking it. Next up, Junior Felix wrote, wow, Until Dawn is my surprise horror film of the year. David takes a video game and turns it into a gloriously bloody and gory film full of combustible scenes and funny moments. The deaths are fresh and the cast have incredible chemistry. This film is so much fun. Bill Bria wrote, so Until Dawn is undeniably the most horror film of the year. Chock full of creatures, beasties, creepy production design, and an ensemble of game actors, the movie ingeniously capitalizes on the premise's promise. It's a meta-horror blast. You'll want to see it with an audience. Last one I'll go through here is Barbara Crampton wrote, super fun with Until Dawn, great cast and set pieces, and the kills are fantastic. Pace and energy are good, and some nice jump scares and surprising moments. A good time at the movies. Aw, the zombie and I have the same smile. Go see it until April 20th. I guess that was out of the production thing. So, the response to the movie so far sounds pretty great, but it is going to come back to this. Again, you notice that a number of them gave warrants like, hey, this thing plays fast and loose with the lore of the game. It's a departure from the game, blah, blah. Look, I've always said this, and I stand by it. Too many people go into a movie that's based on an existing IP wanting it to be exactly like the original source material. And I always say this, and it's unpopular to say, but it's often lonely being right, that the filmmaker's job, number one job, is not to make their movie as close to the source material as possible. That's not their job. The filmmaker's number one job is to make the best movie possible. And if that requires being as close to the source material as you can 70% of the time, great. But if making the best movie possible requires you only sticking to the source material 30% of the time, then great. The bottom line is you got to make the best movie possible.
Yeah, I agree.
And it sounds like, at least from all these people coming out of it, they're saying this movie's a blast. And I think if people who are fans of the game, and I don't know many people who've played the game, but if people who are fans of the game can just leave that expectation at the door that I want it to be just like the game, it sounds like if you can leave that expectation at the door, you might be in for a good time.
I mean, it's nearly impossible to actually make it like the game. It was like a choose your own adventure style where like you play multiple characters.
Right.
If someone dies, it's permanent. It's a permanent death in that game. You know, it's such a, the way he's doing it, the Groundhog Day sort of effect, I think is the only way you could do it.
Or even it kind of reminds a Happy Death Day.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it sounds like a slightly edgier, more gory Happy. And by the way, I loved Happy Death Day.
A multiplayer Happy Death Day.
But you know what they did in that second trailer that was really smart? They made sure in that trailer to differentiate itself from a Groundhog Day or Happy Death Day, because if they didn't, they said this: every time is different. They actually say that in the trailer.
It's not a full repeat.
Because if they didn't say that in the trailer, I would think, oh, here we go again. They're going to relive the same moment. But it's actually every time they respawn, it's a different threat. So it's not like you just go through it enough till you figure it out.
And the character remembers.
Oh, right. That's
death,
right.
Which sucks. Which really sucks.
So traumatic.
Yeah, so traumatic.
I can't die again.
I would just keep closing my eyes the whole rest of the time.
Just let's tell me when it's over. All right, guys. Question is for you. What do you think of the first reactions we're getting to the film Until Dawn? I have to admit, when it first kind of came up, I wasn't all that interested in it, but it's got my curiosity now. I'm kind of looking forward to seeing this. Whatever you guys think, jump down into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.